Have you ever hit a chip shot that either flew way too far, skipping past the hole, or landed short and stopped dead, leaving you frustrated and wishing you had more control? Mastering your chipping can dramatically lower your scores, especially around the green. Controlling carry and roll for chipping is all about deliberately choosing the right club and adjusting your setup to influence how much the ball flies in the air. It's carry versus how much it rolls on the ground after landing. The core mechanism at play here is the loft of your golf club and how you present that loft to the ball. A club with more loft, like a sand wedge, naturally sends the ball higher with less roll. Conversely, a club with less loft, such as a pitching wedge or even an 8-iron, will launch the ball lower, resulting in more roll. Your setup adjustments further modify this by influencing the effective loft and point of contact. To gain control, begin by assessing the landing area and your desired roll out. If you have plenty of green to work with and want more roll, opt for a less lofted club like a 9-iron or pitching wedge. Position the ball slightly back in your stance and keep your hands slightly ahead of the club head, creating a descending blow. This technique will deloft the club slightly, encouraging a lower flight and more ground time. For a chip that needs to carry over an obstacle and stop quickly, choose a more lofted club such as a sand wedge or a 58-degree wedge. For these shots, you want a more neutral ball position and to allow the club's natural loft to lift the ball. Think about striking down on the ball, but allowing the club face to remain as open through impact. A fantastic trick used by seasoned golfers is the 1/3 carry, 2/3 roll rule, which applies to many standard chips when using a pitching wedge. This means if you have 30 feet to the hole, you aim to land the ball 10 feet onto the green, letting it roll the remaining 20. This basic ratio can be a great starting point, and you can adjust your club choice from there. Remember, a 58-degree wedge will lean closer to a half carry, half roll, while a 7-iron might be more like 1/5 carry and 4/5 roll. Experiment on the practice green to find your personal carry and roll ratios with different clubs. By intentionally varying your club selection and adjusting your setup based on the landing zone and desired roll, you can confidently execute chip shots. This approach transforms chipping from a guessing game into a predictable and effective part of your short game strategy, ultimately leading to fewer putts and lower scores.